Causeway Coast and Glens Heritage Trust seeks to look after and promote 3 areas of outstanding natural beauty: the Antrim Coast and Glens, Benevena and the Causeway Coast. We are currently involved in a 3-year Northern Periphery Programme project entitled Craft International Economusée Northern Europe. Economusée is a concept that was developed in Quebec, Canada, and the term Economusée translates to working museum. The mission of the Economusée network is to promote and keep alive the traditional craft and knowledge whilst ensuring economic growth within the rural communities. The project consists of partners in 8 countries: Quebec, Greenland, Iceland, the Faroe Islands, Norway, Sweden, the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland. Broider Gold Rapeseed Oil are based in Limavady, and Scullion Hills in Lochgill are part of the Economusée family along the Causeway coastal route in Northern Ireland.
Broider Gold started off one evening in 2007 whenever I ran out of olive oil in the kitchen. Richard was pressing biodiesel at the same time, and I had asked Richard to go down to the shed and actually bring us up some of the pressed rapeseed that he had done. Rapeseed oil cooks to a higher temperature as opposed to olive oil, which goes rancid at 180 degrees. There's 10 times more omega-3 and there's half the saturated fat of olive oil. But there's also omega-6 and 9 that olive oil doesn't have. Richard sows the seeds in August time, and it grows for 11-month period. It's harvested again in the end of July or start of August.
We bring the seed in and it's dried down to 9% moisture, which is a lot drier than barley or wheat. But oilseed, because it's such a high oil content, it can go off, so it's dried down to between 8 and 9% moisture. We then clean the oilseed before it's just stored in bags ready for pressing.
The oil is then bottled and branded with Broider Gold. We also put on our neck tags, which tells the story of the Broider hoard. In 1896, there was the largest gold hoard ever found in Ireland, and it was actually found in the fields that Richard still farms. I researched if we could actually trademark the Broider Gold, as is what's more commonly known as, because we're in Broider and my rapeseed oil is gold. So after researching, trademarking and actually deciding whether the business was feasible or not, we launched it in 2009, and we're now supplying top chefs and restaurants in Northern Ireland, and hopefully we'll be exporting now through the Economusée.
Very, very beneficial oil. It's really, really healthy. It's got rich in omega acids, 3, 6 and 9. It's also, unlike olive oil, our Broider Gold oil is able to handle a really intense heat, which makes it much more beneficial for us as chefs.
Since we started in 2009, we can't actually believe the success we've had. We've won the Great Taste Awards Gold. We've won the McKenna's and been noted in their Irish Food Guide. We've also went to the IFEX, the Irish Food Exhibition, and received Overall Product of the Show amongst over 100 other contenders and Best Product Packaging. Economusée has given us a great opportunity in the agri-tourism. It's becoming really popular here in Northern Ireland, and we're maybe one step ahead, where we've already set up now a tourism project here on farm where people can actually come in and have an enhanced visitor experience, where they see the interpretation panels and actually walk through the process of what we do. We have been very lucky to have worked with the Causeway Coast and Glens Heritage Trust and the Economusée to get to the stage where we're at today. Otherwise, Broider Gold Rapeseed Oil wouldn't have had the opportunity to do this.
Scullion Hurls was started as a hobby by my father Joe back in the late 70s, and he started making a few hurl sticks for his teammates in the local Lochgiel Shamrocks team. And from that, it grew into a part-time business first of all, and then in the late 80s opened up a full-time workshop here, producing hurls and supplying to clubs all over Ireland. And in the early part of the 2000s, he decided to retire from it, and I took it over myself. And within a couple of years, my brother Dennis joined me in the business.
Michael took over the business in 2003, and I myself am a joiner by trade, and unfortunately the work was sort of dried up, and I was lucky enough in 2005 that Michael offered me work here, and I've been working here ever since.
And we continue to make the hurling sticks in the traditional way, using the root of the ash tree. Mature ash trees that we use, probably in the region of 30 to 40 years old. They're cut on a big bandsaw, cut into inch-thick planks. Once they're dried, they're brought into the workshop where we mark out the shape of the hurl onto the plank and cut them out on the bandsaw. When the hurls are cut out, we then use a range of tools to work them into the finished product. We'll plane them down with an electric plane first of all to get that rough shape, and then we use a tool called a spoke shave to fine tune and work the piece into closer to the finished product. We then use belt sanders with various stages of grit. A metal band is applied at the toe to add strength, and some tape to decorate the hurl before the final brand of Scullion Hurls is applied to it. Economusée has opened up a lot of opportunities for us. We're performing a traditional craft here, and it would be quite seasonal, so we have to make hay while the sun shines, as they say. So the Economusée opens up other opportunities in terms of bringing people that wouldn't normally come through our doors, like tourists who would be interested in viewing such a traditional craft here in Ireland. It's also great to be part of a network. We feel that being part of an Economusée, there's a support there with other craft businesses that we have joined up with through the Economusée network, and we're able to learn from each other and support each other, and hopefully with the like of the Brighter Gold, rapeseed oil, they've recently opened as well, having them there to sort of share our knowledge of the new industry that we're stepping into, the tourism industry.